Signal. Hi, friends. Good evening, and welcome back to the session of yet another wonderful session of Thinking and Destiny. Thank you for joining this evening. And before we go further into our book, Thinking and Destiny, let us connect to the consciousness of the author, Harold W.B. Percival, and get connected with his consciousness, and then let the knowledge flow through me to every one of you, every one of us. Let's meditate first. So please cross your legs and clasp your hands and close your eyes. If you have any eyewear, please take it off. We don't need it now. Just try to connect with the consciousness of Percival. Imagine how he must have felt when he's just crossing the busy New York roads, and he felt and he saw like 100 suns at one time, that much light in front of him, and started so many revelations through him. These revelations did not come to him in a single day. He wrote this book around 30 years, 30 long years, while Percival is meditating and getting the revelations. His assistant has written the book, and we are so fortunate that we are able to read this book. We are trying to understand what Percival is trying to tell us. We have seen that we came from a realm of permanence. We are all the part of supreme consciousness. We understand so far. We are not just an ordinary human being. We all come from that supreme self. With some thought, some sin that we made from the realm of permanence, we just came to the school of earth to experience, to learn things. We want to experience, we want to learn things in various forms, in a different ways. So friends, we just came to learn here on the earth planet. And being a meditators, we are in the right path. We are sharing our wisdom. We are learning each other. Let's come to earth. We have seen the objections of thought, why we are not able to accept that we are the creators of our own destiny. We have seen that in the last class. We continue to learn more on that. Remember, nobody has written our destiny. We are the sole creators of our destiny. Our thought is the one which is manifesting and come to the reality. Everything that we are experiencing is exteriorization of the thoughts that we thought at one point in lifetime. If not this life, maybe previous. So every thought we make is coming and manifesting on this earth planet. So be aware of your thoughts. Be aware of thoughts that you are releasing to the universe. Then slowly come to the awareness. Let us dive into book further. Please place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. Open your eyes with a beautiful smile on your face.
Thank you, Prasanna, for this beautiful guided meditation. So, gratitude to our beloved Prakriti and Swarnamala Kakri ma'am for giving us this opportunity to meet together today. So, good evening, all masters and friends. So, as Prasanna said, yet another wonderful session of Thinking and Destiny by Pasiva. This is organized by PMC USA. Please welcome. So in the last session, we were learning about how the breath form transfers from nature side to the intelligence side via AIA, how it goes back to the realm of permanence from unmanifested to manifest. So when we balance all our masculine and feminine energies, emotions, feelings, desires, we win our senses. So each and every sense organ moves to the next level. All organs are advanced. With these advancements, we get a perfect body. So when we are in that perfect body with the complete triune self, in the intelligent form, we become part of the government of the world. So this is what we learned. And then we moved on to the next chapter, third chapter, objections to the law of thought, which says that thoughts create our destiny. So this is the concept we have very well heard in PSSM. Patricia always reiterates, we create our own reality, we create our destiny. So let us see what are the objections to this principle. Let us invite our moderator, Prasanna Medisetti, and learn more about these objections today. Welcome, Prasanna ma'am. Please take
Thank you.
over.
Thank you, Deepika. Is my voice is clear? I'm just hearing some echo. Okay, now I think it's clear, right? Okay. Okay, friends. Now we will see today's topic. We'll start with an accident. So many a times we may feel that something happened by an accident, right? So what is accident basically? Which happens, anything that happens to a person or a group of persons that has happened unexpectedly or without being foreseen or without any intention. That is what we call it as accident. But here in this or in many other books that I have read, there is nothing called accident. There is nothing called coincidence. So everything is kind of so-called accidents or so-called coincidences are planned. Sometimes so coincidence is like just you are traveling from here to some other place and some co-traveler sat in your next seat in your flight and you started conversating and you learned about something and you wanted to dig about it and you learned some wisdom has given or something happened or so you got some job because you just got to know the new opportunity. Anything it may be. It is all planned. It is not like coincidentally he didn't meet you. There is something, plan is there. That is the reason that person came to you. Similarly, the accident, similar case with the accident. What is the accident is? It is nothing, it's no accident. Anything that come to you is a conscious thought that you have released, conscious light that you are released to the universe with desire. With some desire, you release that thought. You may think that why I will suppose somebody met with a car accident, let us take, why he will actually release the thought that the car accident will happen to him. He would not have thought that the car accident might have happened, but there could be a thought that he would have released the thought that with the fear. So if I do that, the accident might happen. If I do that, the accident might happen. So I should miss the thoughts, right? So you are giving that energy to that particular thoughts. So that could be the reason. So anything that is happening to you is a thought created by the conscious light with the desire. When issued, it will come as a design, and it will come as a balance. Sometimes you may not release the thought, but sometimes it may come as a balancing factor. What is that balancing power? What is that it has to balance? As we all know that we are running on the principle of law and justice, or law of karma. So ultimately, we have to balance out things wherever you are. So that might come as a balancing factor. It's a compass. So it has to balance, both positive and negative has to be balanced. The needle has to be perfect in order to get your liberation or moksha or whatever it is, right? So that has to be, that adjustment has to be made. So in order to make that adjustment, the accident might have happened. The balancing factor causes whatever the balancing factor that you are doing. We are saying the exteriorization of the thoughts of many thoughts of endures. So those thoughts will make you the accidents or some other unforeseen incidents that might have happened. It causes one who has to be like one who issued that thought. So I issued some thought now, but I don't want it tomorrow, but I have already issued. I just gave the energy and release to the universe. And it may take some time to come again and manifest itself. There will be a juncture of time. So there may be, whenever it is hitting, right? Whenever it is hitting the manifestation, so it will wait. It will fit around it, and then only it will come and hit the manifestation or hit our destiny. Okay, the law of these are the laws which control this exteriorization. Does not always fit in the intention or expectations of the person's concerned. Sometimes the accident might have happened. That accident may not be intended to that particular person, but because of that law of exteriorization, there are so many people. Let us take in one particular area, there are so many people thinking about the earthquake. So there are some, let us take some 1 lakh people are there. Many people are thinking in that. So majority of the people are thinking about the earthquake. It might happen, it might come, or something like that. Or they have that thing in their mind, that or in their balancing factor that it have. So the earthquake might happen. Some may in that particular thing. There may be a few people who are not intended to that, but they have to suffer because they were all in that. So these are the things. Not that everything, but because of that they have suffered. They may be having their consequences, the positive or negative, later. Okay, it all depends. So the physical thought, right? An accident is perceived. How you perceived when the physical part of the thought is perceiving from invisible to visible, that is called accident. So already the thought is released, it is there in the universe. But when it comes from the invisible to the visible, then you say that the accident has happened. So the demonstration of that particular thought is made by the person who is concerned in the accident. Okay, accidents could be a personal injury, or it may be a struck in the lightning, or it may occur like anything, right? So these are all the accidents. So sometimes the accidents will happen to reveal you the past. Past means not in this lifetime. So maybe in the some other lifetime you have done something. So these accidents might have happened, and because of that, it may be giving you some revelations. So you always try to get that revelation. What is that? Whenever you got some hardship, right? What it is trying to teach you. It is not just like that doing it. It is trying to teach you something. So try to learn what it is teaching you. That is why you must have heard like so many places. If one particular incident is coming again and again to you, means you have not learned what it is trying to teach. So anything, it is repeatedly coming to you. You have to learn what it is trying to teach. Any incident or happen, any person that comes to you. So anything, they are trying to teach you something. As long as you learn from it, then that particular situation will pass. Otherwise, that particular situations may repeat again and again because you have not learned the things. So because of your own thoughts only, you have created something. Because of that only, the other people are coming to you and doing it. Suppose I told you some example, right? So you thought that one person has cheated you on some amount of money. So you may think that this person has cheated you in this lifetime, but what is he trying to teach you there is how does it feel when you trust somebody, and if he cheats on you, then how much pain it will be there. So that pain, he or she is trying to teach you. So if you can take that, oh, this much pain, anybody will feel it, so I should not repeat this kind of things to anyone in my life ever after. Even if there is some problem also, then I should not do this kind of mistake. That is the lesson we have to learn. It is not that you have to trust that person again and again and do it. And don't blame the other person also, because it is your design again that you wanted to learn this in this lifetime, because that particular thing, that kind of thing you must have done in some other time, some other lifetime, you wanted to learn this lesson. So anything, so that is also not an accident or by chance it happened for a reason. So anything, it is a direct exteriorization of your thoughts only. Anything, injury, or sometimes the accidents might come to injure you. Sometimes it may help you, sometimes it may protect you. Okay, so suppose you wanted to just take a rest and do some other things. Suppose you break your leg? Can you break your leg and say, just sleep on the bed? You can't do that. So that accident, when it happened, that might have turned, that might is happening, revealing you some time to take for your own self. Suppose corona, let us take. If the corona is not there, then every one of us might have been running in the rat race, and maybe we don't have the time, we don't get the time to sit with our family members. Forget about all the meditation and all. You don't get the time to sit with your family members and talk what they are going through and all. Now, not only that, we also went to the path of meditation, pranayama, yoga, so many things every one of us are learning. So that gave us a chance to learn and to go through more and more. So that is how so these accidents also, sometimes it may injure you, but it will help you. Sometimes it may help you. How it can protect you. So I'll give you now a story that I just have run. So one man is traveling in his car, and some accident happened. So the car only got broke. The car only got damaged, or he broke his leg or something else happened. Okay, but the thing is, how come that be protection? But after that, what he realized is, if we go in that car in the same speed, there is some stone came in that mountain, and it could have dropped on his car. He might have dead. But this accident has protected him from that. So that is the reason people say, right, whatever it has happened, it happened good to you only. Whatever, and you have to take in that way only. Here also, we have to take that accident is also, sometimes it may come and come to protect us. Do not think that always the accidents are bad, or accidents are came to the they came for exceptional manner. You are not foreseen these conditions. Okay, certainly these things are not for yourself. That is what you are saying. You cannot break your leg, or you cannot you cannot take a rest. But the thing is, when it happened, you will get an opportunity to learn other things. You will get it is an opportunity. It is a special call. It is giving you a special call. This accident is reminding you something special. Okay, rather than an ordinary event, it is reminding something special, and it wanted to teach you. So if you can think in that direction, anything that happened, even the financial loss or any loss, something has happened also, you have to think what would have happened, what I should learn from it. Okay, in that way, you will be able to understand more about your life purpose, and you will be able to move towards it. Okay. And so yeah, there are some of the things that it may be just coming as an ordinary course of law of thought, as I told you. law of the thought or a law of destiny. So some of the people you must have seen, like people losing the kids, people losing the near and dears. So this is all law of destiny only. So what you don't know, what we don't know, even the person who doesn't know what has happened to him in the last incarnation or the previous incarnations, and he wanted to take that pain in this incarnation and want to lead the life, then it comes. So everything is a law of destiny or the law of thought. This is all. If it is not law of thought, it is the law of destiny that you have to take, and you have to take that and you have to experience that in this particular lifetime. Okay. The thoughts, you know, like the thoughts are beginning, you know, we are actually making like 50 to 60 to 70,000 of thoughts every day. The most of the 90% of them are useless, even though we are just doing it. So the thoughts are beginning and continuing their cycles from time to time. They're coming and they're coming there. So whenever you are releasing those thoughts, they are all actually going. So you have to balance even in your thoughts also. Whenever you got some negative thought or whenever you got some fearful thought, you have to balance it out. No, nothing will happen. This is what it is. I'm sending a light. I'm cutting this thought. I'm just doing something else. So you have to balance. So you should not give a strength to that particular thought. You should not give energy to that particular thought. Don't release so much negative thoughts and give the energy to those thoughts. And those thoughts are going to travel. Those thoughts are coming, going back and again coming and touching the physical plane whenever they are trying to externalize. So when you just release it and like sowing to harvesting, right? So it may come and again harvest some other time. So do not do that. So any externalizations are the present design. It is the thoughts of the present design. So when I'm as a child, when I see that there is first TVs and all the big dabba TVs, right? So those days we thought, okay, how nice if the TV is just like a calendar, if we can just hook on the wall. So that was the thought I got at that time. So the thought would have got so many people and so many scientists, so many people have worked on it because of the thought only. The present day, whatever the TVs that we are seeing, we can just hook on the wall. We need not have all the things. So likewise, everything that is happening, it could be a positive or it could be an accident or it could be any negative. Everything is a externalization of our thought only. Everything is the thought. The thought is coming in the form of the design only. Okay. When there is there may be opportunities or there may be anything. So all the things are coming from this only. That's what you have to remember it. Okay. Who issued the thought? Who issued the thought? Maybe you or you in the different incarnations. Okay. Who issued the thoughts? Calls these are mentally or physically the other person's concerned also. Suppose again, I'll give you one example. People will say, right, some kind of dishti or something like that. The people say, so whenever you get ready or whenever you are doing something good, you feel that other people are feeling that. How about so many people must have got this doubt whether to believe it or not. These are two things. One is, so there are so many people, they might have thought negative about you. That's the one thing. As long as you are not caring that, you are not believing that something is going to happen, nothing will happen to you. Only thing is, when you started believing it, their thoughts and your thoughts are actually coinciding. So when their thoughts and your thoughts are coinciding, that may manifest as a reality. Remember that. So who issued the thought mentally, psychologically, right? Those persons are concerned that those thoughts are in the atmosphere. They didn't come to you because you didn't believe it or you didn't care for it. If the cycle of those persons' thought coincides the cycle of your own thoughts, whomever they are thinking your own thoughts, then this will produce exteriorization. If these thoughts are not coinciding, it won't produce it. Remember that. Do you remember there is one story that we Mahatma Gandhi life thing, I guess. So he went and eat the food in some other place, like who is actually thief or something, and he also did something. He also took away from something from him, because when the thoughts are around, those thoughts and the food everywhere, that kind of thoughts only there, and because he ate that food or he was there, so that exteriorization, he also took something from that home or came or something like that. Okay, so Don't feel like, okay, you are also giving that energy. Okay, that people feel so jealous of me, so that something might have happened to me. So you are also giving that thought. As long as you are not giving that thought, 100 people may think negative about you. That doesn't touch you because you are so positive. You are not actually releasing any thoughts about you. Their thoughts will not affect you. Their thoughts only affect them. But only your thoughts, when they are coinciding, when they are actually collating, then only that is getting effect, because there are so many thoughts already released in the universe, and you are also giving the same energy to that particular thought, and that might get effect to you. So we always, so it is all like, again, well, you will become what you believe it. So what you think about it, it's not about the other person. Okay. So there are other things, like there are natural elements. Natural elements are natural units, right? And these are all called elements. We call them. So these elements means there are people like we have the one, when I read the soul's journey, there is a one set of thing that is happening is from mountains to trees, trees to animals, and animals to human beings. This is the one set of evolution, right? There is a other kind of evolution where there are the fish and other kinds of fish, and then they'll become the birds, and they'll become elements. They won't come into this. So these elements, some of them may be helping the human being, and some of them may be helping in order to become these kind of thoughts to become a reality also. Like they bound to the man's thought. They are trying to they are bound to the man's thought. Whatever the thought that you are actually doing it, they rush into his body. These elemental beings, they'll rush into your body. They will rush your impulse. So then suppose some of the people, see, you must have seen, there are people, they are very happy people, happy going, and they are doing very well. Suddenly they'll commit suicide. Suddenly they will fall into them in front of the car or anything. So that's what he is saying is, if something is written in your destiny, these elemental beings will also try to push you. You should be very strong in that case, that you should not getting trapped into these things. But whenever you are not conscious, like these elemental beings also will bound the man's thought. That and they will unexpectedly. That's what he said. They may fall into in front of a moving car or any other things. Whatever that they may commit a suicide or anything. These are the things that it will happen without human intervention. It is not that much intervention, but there is some force is happening. Because of that, these accidents might have happened. So these things you may not see. What these elemental beings are influencing, you may not see with a human eye. That's what he is saying. Or not only that, falling in front of the car, suddenly some ice may drop, and that might create a lot of problem. Right, ice may drop from the roof, and you may fall down, and that might create something. So these are all the things which nature beings or elemental beings are trying to influence and control. So this is also an accident. We call it as an accident, right? Lightning struck, home got burned. So that we call it as an accident. But in your destiny, it is there. Because of that, other natural elements are trying to make sure that that incident will happen, and you will learn the lesson from out of it. That is what here it is saying. So the purpose of accident is attention. You have to carefully make an attention. Why we have to see what you are trying to learn, why that came to you, and what is trying to teach you, and what you have to learn from that particular incident. So it is trying to remind you some past also, maybe some past. You must have seen now people, because after the accident, right? So after the accident, there are people who lost their kids, or there are people who lost their loved ones. So they try to do after that particular incident is over, what causes that particular incident, and they try to work on that particular social cause not to happen to anybody. You must have heard about it. So that is their life plan. That is their purpose of their life. But after coming to this world, they forgot that, and they are trying to do all the other things. Then that accident came, their loved ones were gone, and then that reminded them, or that they wanted to do something for similar kind of people, So there in this place something happened, so it should not, where we should, so even we have seen in our PSSM also, there are some of the roads where there's so many accidents are happening, and then so many people lost their loved ones. Then they started building the pyramids and they started reducing those rate of the accidents and all, right? So this is all they're working towards it not to happen to the others. So they got the compassionate thought, like their loved ones have suffered, the others should not suffer. That kind of thought they got it. This is how one should think. This is how one should actually learn from the incident or an accident that has happened. Then you will do something good for the society. That could be the your purpose of the life or the goal of the life. You have to bring, but because it is coming, the accident came to make some adjustment. What is that adjustment? You have to do something good for the society. You should not think only for your family. So let us not wait. For all of us, we should not wait for something bad to happen in the thing. We have to work something good for the society, so that all our, because we are learning and we are working towards our goal, this accident may not come, or these accidents will need not come to remind us what is our life goal. Okay, this is what they are trying to say. I'll give you one more example that Percival is giving. There is a mountain. There is a mountain. Two men is crossing that mountain. Okay, they are trying to go. They are climbing up. Because of that insecure stone, he put his foot. He fall down. Okay, he fall down because he fall down deep, and then that person has died. But the second person, whoever is there, he didn't think that, okay, let us leave or anything. He thought that maybe something I can help. Maybe I can help. Maybe there is a life in him. Let us go there. He went there and he saw the person was dead. But just beside that particular person, because the person is already dead, just beside the person, he saw the ore of gold. He got a lot of gold and he became a rich. So here, what is an accident? What do you call accident? The first person being died is an accident, or the second person got the gold is an accident? We take both as both an accident, both positive and negative. We both take this as an accident, or we may say that that's a bad luck and it's a good luck. Okay, the person here, he is saying that even if that person, he was very careful while climbing the thing, he can be careful, right? He may be very careful while climbing the mountain. He may not fall down. Okay, he may be saving for that particular time. But because when it is written in the law of destiny, when it was written that his death is an unexpected death, when his sudden death, then definitely that would have happened in some other time, some other near future, some other way that could have happened. So it is nothing you can stop. Only you can just postpone for a few days. That's what he's saying. So when it is written, so when that person is died, again the question may come: if what happened to the persons who are dependent on him? They are the one who has to take the pain, right? This man has gone. What is the person, the persons that are dependent on him? What he is trying to explain is that is also the law of destiny for them also, not only for the person who have died. So the person is dying all of a sudden, which means the persons who are depending on him, who are loved ones of him, is also the law of destiny that they have to suffer. They have to learn how to come up in life very hard. They have to see some hardships and then come up in the life. So that is the thing that was written in their destiny. As per the law of destiny only, this exteriorization has happened. It is not that only because of one person, because he died and all other persons has to suffer. It is the group thing. Everybody. So in their thing, it was written that, okay, your father or your husband might have died in such and such a time, and you have to take care of yourself. You have to you have to lead, and you have to take care of the family, or that particular family, the eldest son, whoever, maybe 10, 15 years, but he is the one who has to take it. So this is all law of destiny, or the law of thought, that whatever is happened, it happened for all everybody's thing. It is not just with the one thing. Okay, here this is not, nothing is an accident. That is what he is trying to tell is, nothing is an accident. The killed man has allotted time is over on this earth planet, because his time is ran out of the course. So his death has to happen. That is why it has happened. If not today, that will happen at the tomorrow. Okay, that's what is happening. Suppose many people, I heard even many people, so if I want to die, I want to die all of a sudden. I want to die with heart attack. I want to die this. So many people will release this kind of thoughts. Just remind yourself, you don't want to, many people don't want to go to the old age and do that. And these are the so many thoughts. So these are the thoughts which you have released and coming and manifesting later. If not this lifetime, whatever the balance, it is coming to the next lifetime. So always, whenever you are not only saying, you whenever you're thinking, think only positive. Do not think anything negative. Do not think anything evil that it should not happen to you. You always think what it should happen to you only, because then only you will have that. Suppose the other person coming to this person is the other person. So he is also the person who he got all of a sudden, from poverty, he became, say, like a rich and all. So here there is some good thing that happened and he has taken. So how he is utilizing it, that's a free will. How he is utilizing that particular property, is he helping the co-passenger, the person who has died, because of which whom he got the money, is he helping that? Is he being honest, or is he helping the other people who are needy, or is he become a greedy and keeping all the wealth for himself? This is all for him. He got the money, but how he is utilizing, that will depends upon how that his karma, or that his law of thought, his law of destiny is going to be happen. This is what it is. So it is not that the money coming maybe his destiny, but how he behaves is not in the destiny. This is he has written it. He is writing his destiny now for the coming futures. How morally is corrupt or morally he's right, he's helping other people because he got the money through various means. This all depends upon how much. That is what the people say. So suppose if you are rich, you have $1 million, and you are just giving, you are giving like $1,000 to charity, is not a great compared to the person who have $100 trying to give $10 as a charity. Here it is how much you are actually giving, how much you have, how much the God has given from universe, how much you took it, and how much you are trying to spend, right? So here also the same thing. That is what it is. It was given the because of your hard work or anything, it was given to you. But how much, how well you are utilizing it, that all depends on you in the current life, and it will take that into the next life. How what are the thoughts and what you have done, that will design, or that will have the physical design of your next life later, because those are all the things that is actually storing. Okay, by not passing this opportunity, or not passing this prosperity to anyone, if you become greedy, that will come and show you in your law destiny. That is the law. It is that is the law of destiny. There is nothing about it. That will happen. Things will happen. Anything will happen without cause. It will not happen without cause. So if something is happening to you because you got the money, you did something good. That's why you just got the money all of a sudden. But how well you are utilizing is again depends. There is no race, no religion, no creed is exception for this. Everybody has to go through, have to undergo this law of thought and law of destiny, or law and justice, whatever, right? So everybody has to undergo this. There may be some of the people, a group of people might be thinking the same thing, or group of people have done some of the have to go through something. Those things, the things like cyclone, things like any natural calamities, right? Floods, all these things will come, and they may destroy hamlets, cities, countries may go. So there may be some things that might happen because there are the group of people have done some injustice, and they have to face that one. Because of that, it is coming. So again, here they say that not group of people has happened, but not everybody. Not everybody that who is suffering may not be there. But because when you are there, there is an effect, right? So because of that, the people around them also has to suffer. And they also have to be come into this law of destiny. They will come, even though it was not written in them, they will come. But some of the things you must have heard, even 9/11, we have so many incidents we must have. They are supposed to travel that day. They're supposed to be there on that plane that day, but something happened, some unexpected thing happened. Somebody called for some urgent help. They couldn't go it. Somebody wanted to adjust their duties with the other thing. They didn't get their what do you say, babysitter that day. So that is why she couldn't go. She wanted to go that day, but because she didn't get any swap and she didn't go. So many stories you must have heard in those things. So what is that? Why only those people went? Why not the others? There are the chances, right? Why not others? Even in those buildings, only few people died. Others are able to say why, because this is all that law of destiny. Only for those people the law of destiny, the going is there, that their life came to an end, not that everybody. Okay, their families, they have that what do you say, the pain or agony, they have to undergo that. Because of that only those people went and those people lost their lives. So that's what any disaster that has happened. Suppose if there are some people who died or who because they were there, what they are saying is they will be coming with a better life, because without their fault something has happened. So that thing also will be balanced in their coming lives. That's what he is saying. He also wrote about, so people will think that whatever we do, we can get away. So here he has taken the United States of America, because he's being an American. He's written, right, United States of America spent a lot of time. They thought that we have done that so many slaveries, that this so many things has done, and we came out of it. That's what USA might think, that we came out of it, and we didn't suffer. But what he is saying is everybody has to suffer. They may think that you came out of it, but you cannot escape from it. Whatever you had. Now we are seeing that the Russia and Ukraine, right? So the Russian, whoever is doing it, you may think that okay, I'm getting the victory. But what victory? Hitler also got the victory. What victory he got it, right? So you may think that you are getting away, but it will not. You have to face all the consequences in coming future. You may think that okay, then evil is only is winning, not the good is not winning. It is not the case. Whatever the thing is happening, that violations you have to take in coming future, you cannot escape from it. Anything. Okay. Similarly, you born in certain family, in certain country, in certain race. That is also not an accident. That's what he is saying. Born in a particular country, in a particular family, or in a particular religion, with favorable conditions or unfavorable conditions, this is our predestined, or you yourself chosen to that. You wanted to born in such a condition, so that will help you to learn some things, and that will help you to go and see the life. So this is what you have decided. So nothing, these are also not an accident. So it could be a marriage, it could be a friendship, anything. Whatever is happening in your life is not at all an accident. It is just a working as a law of destiny and law of thoughts only. So is it clear about the accident? That's a topic about the accident. Any questions I'll take here, and before I move to the other topic. No.
It is very clear. It is very clear for me.
Okay.
Ask anything, fine.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Next, the topic is the religions. The coming topic is the religions, gods, their claims. What is the need of a religion? What is that moral code? This is what we are talking in section 3 of chapter 3. Okay. Religions are like personal gods. Seem to be. They are incompatible to our law of destiny, but we need those gods. Why? We are coming to see. Okay. Religions are the personal gods. Why we call it as a personal gods is, I may be believing in Rama, you may be believing in Krishna, somebody may be believing in Christ, somebody is believing in Muhammad. So there are so many gods. So there are so many names and so many gods. So that's why they are called as personal gods. Mysteries of these statements, right? Who accepted this faith without contradiction? What is that? What is this religion? How all the things. So which religion the man has to born? which religion he has to learn. This is all, as I told you previously, it is all predetermined. It is all the destined. And also it depends upon how matured you are, right? How matured you are in your soul's journey, whether you are an infant soul or whether you are a matured soul. It all depends upon that. You will be able to born in that particular religion. You have to understand that kind of thing, right? Suppose a person who doesn't read any books, if you just bring him into the Thinking and Destiny book, do you think he will understand what is going on? We have to start with 4 agreements. We have to start with some simple books, just to say that a few things. You have to generate some interest, and then you have to bring it, right? Similarly, here the persons will not directly born into a religion where there's a religion is a complex, so many things and all. So he will be in his evolution also, he will be born in a different religions, different families. He'll be learning the things. But what is this here? Is the gods are there? What is this? Nature and nature matter. Okay, these are the gods. What he is saying is fire, air. So who are actually influencing the human life, right? These are the one who are actually the gods, natural elements. So here what he is saying is, because in our body also we have this fire, air, earth, water, everything is there. So there is a pull. Always these natural elements are pulling us towards our that sense organs. So this is because all the natural elements are there within us, they are pulling towards our senses. Like, oh, after you saw something, you feel like eating, because your sense of taste is going and hitting your brain that you want to eat. And the other way, there is a one person is there within you. You are not just alone. There is a one more person, two more persons, in fact, right? You are the doer who is actually pulling you towards your senses. There is a one other person, the knower, thinker and the knower. The triune self is also there within you, saying that no, you are not right. You are killing the animal. You are eating. That karma will come to you. You should not do that. It will try to tell you. But your sense is pulling you that I wanted to eat. So which way? Here it is the one who has to balance it out, right? These natural elements are a particular sense of human body, because in your body also these natural elements are there, and outside also these natural elements are there that they're trying to pull you. Okay, these 4 senses are trying to pull you. So how does 4 senses pulling? The feeling is coming, the emotion is coming. That is what, right? The feeling of eating something, the feeling of doing something. That feeling comes, and from that your thinking starts, and you wanted to go. But there is also the knower part of yourself saying that this is not right, you should not do this. They try to pull you. But here you may say that, oh, I have to eat that because I'm working hard, I need a protein. So you wanted to have some kind of distraction from yourself, because you wanted to get there, because your senses are pulling. You will try to find out some reasons, though yourself. So you are here in between, the doer, which side he is going, whether he is going to this senses side or whether he is going to this knower side. So this is all depends on your how much stable you are. This is what here he is saying. These natural elements are pulling, but whether you are going that feeling and emotion, you are going with, are you going after your senses with your feeling? Are you going after your knowledge? Knower part is there. So are you going after that? So this is all depends on you who are the doer. So doer, where it is going, this all depends. Okay. The worship, so we wanted to, so when you have that kind of struck, right, you want to depend on somebody, you want to worship somebody, you wanted to, so then the God need comes, then that need of the God. So if that God fear is also not there, people will have done so many mistakes, right? So the religion, the God thing is also necessary. That's what he is saying. Even though it is also necessary at some stages, because with that fear, you will be able to. So those are, every one of us will do some kind of puja, right? So just think of, you are doing some puja and you will think that, okay, today I'm doing vratam. So I don't want to eat any non-veg. I don't want to lie anything. I want to be very honest. And I want to have all the good thoughts only today. And I want to do that. Fine. Every one of us are doing that one, right? So on this particular day, I'm just worshipping this particular God, so I don't want to do that. You are all doing that because you want to be truthful, do everything. Then after that the day is over, then again, okay, today I can do anything. So whatever that you are doing the other day, what is happening? Is it not staying in your body? Is it not there, the thoughts? So if you think that, is it not the same God is there in your body? It is there, right? So then why are you doing that? So you are actually giving an excuses because you are going after your senses. You are not going after your knowledge, the knower knowledge that you have. If you are going, you will not find all these reasons. The other day, somebody is actually asking me, because why are you saying that you cannot eat the non-veg or anything? Because when the Baba, he himself told, he himself has cooked and give it to people. I'll give you those who, anybody have that question in your mind? So he did it. I'm not saying that he did it, he was, because when you say that, I'll give you an example. When your kid is going to the school, he is not, as a kid, he don't want to go to the school, right? So what you will do? You will say that today I'll give you chocolate, today I'll give you ice cream. But you know, he's being a mom, chocolate is harmful to him, ice cream is harmful to him. But still you are trying to give it or not, because you want him to pull to the school. Similarly, Baba wants us to bring to the spiritual path. He wants us to bring the spiritual path. Okay, Baba, whatever you want to eat first, come here. Then what he told in the coming, his charitra itself, his life story itself, what he told, somebody offered something, and some ants are eating and some flies are eating. Then he will ask, some dog is eating. Then he'll ask, then why you asked me and I got it, and why you are? Then he said that, do not think that Baba is alone here. Baba is there in everywhere. In those ants and these flies, in those birds, he is there everywhere. If they eat, I think that I have eaten. If you satisfy them, think that I am satisfied. So he explained, after coming to him, he explained the truth. He explained, trying to tell us that I am there everywhere. So if you want to serve me, serve every human being, every life, every animal, every insect, everything you have to serve. That is what he's trying to say. Here he is also saying the same form, right? He is there everywhere. It is there in all the forms of it. The same God is there. Here the nature elements. So how you are pulling. So don't try to. So try to lean towards your knowledge side, lean towards your knower side, not lean to your senses side. Okay. These human lives are nature. You love nature, power, love, intelligence. All these are there with you. If you can worship those nature like earth, water, and all the things, the nature, the elements also, that is also good. That is a very good. What they are saying is these nature elements like water, sun, all these things, they do not have energy by themselves. That's what he is trying to explain. They do not have energy by themselves, but they want to have. These nature gods cannot continue without your worship. See, nature gods needs always somebody should be there. Some thoughts, somebody should worship them. They should be there in someone's thoughts. Then only they will be able to understand. So then only they will be able to survive. Then only they will be able to survive. The nature gods cannot continue to exist without worship. If you remember, I'm always going to the previous classes that I mentioned. There is something in the world. If there is a painting, that painting will be there until somebody thinks about it. If nobody thinks about it, that painting will be gone in the astral world. That's what they said. Here also, these nature elements, somebody should worship them because they want energy from the human beings. If the human beings think about them, then the energy comes. So morning you think about the sun. If the sun is not there in the winter, 1 day, 2 days, we wanted to, when sun will come. So you are actually, your thoughts, you are keeping them. Water. So all these nature elements you are keeping in your thought. That is why they have some symbols of sun, temples of the sun, all these things, right? So here, what they said is all the male gods, right? So all the male deities are sun and fire. They are from sun and fire only. And all the goddesses are earth, moon, and water. Earth, moon, and water are in the form of the goddesses. That's what all these nature elements only. Why we are actually not actually worshipping the sun? Why we are worshipping in the form of a, suppose even Rama worshipped the sun, because you know that Aditya Hrudayam and all those things, right? Worshipped, but when he comes, but we are actually worshipping Rama more than the sun. The reason is because we are in the human form. If we worship somebody in the human form, it is easy for us because we are able to relate to that. That is the reason why we are actually worshipping it. But is it a wrong thing? No, it is not a wrong thing, because we have to have some fear or something, so that we will have some, okay, some God is there, can depend on them, so we can he may do something bad if you do something wrong. That kind of, at least that kind of fear, if you don't have it, we will not be under the control. That is what they are saying. If you can worship the nature gods, you can be good, that is also good. But because being a human, they are not actually doing it. They are coming in the god and goddess form. So you are able to do it, because punishment or a reward, whatever the thing that we are actually, that is why hell, heaven, if you do good, then come. Hey, ultimately, the thing is, whatever you do it, the law of destiny will come back. Whatever you think, that is what it is coming back. That is what we have to remember it. So we have to have some form. So that is why we are just not in the form of the natural elements. We just have some form like Rama, Krishna, Christ, or anything, because we have, so these the natural elements are the natural element, the sun and all. What he is saying is, they do not have their own intelligence. They are depending on your intelligence. So they depending on your intelligence, in the sense, depending on how many number of people that they are worshipping, those energy they are getting it. So that light of intelligence is going from you. So what he's trying to say is that light of intelligence is there within you, within me, within every one of us. So that doer is the one who has to turn towards intelligence, not towards his senses. The ultimate thing that he is trying to tell in this subject is, turn yourself, the doer part, turn himself into the side of intelligence side. Do not turn himself into the side of the senses part. Suppose in order to live, you need to eat good food, fresh food, eat, but don't crave for it. Okay, because of the senses want something, don't do it. You just need food to run the body, have some fresh food. That's all. That's what he is trying to say. Everything, otherwise, everything that you are actually suffering, everything that you are doing harm, that is going to come as a law of their destiny. It will come. That you should have some mercy, have some love. Do not have the brutality. Do not have the revenge. That all comes back to you. That's what nature gods love, or these gods love your light of intelligence. So show that love. How you can show that love? So then you will be able to do that. They wanted to. So they wanted to give you the knowledge. So the within knower side, they wanted to give you the knowledge. But these doers are sometimes you wanted to go with the senses side. So always get away from that pull of the senses. Get away with the pull of that intelligence side. So these religions, actually, these religions came, and every religion is operating on a one law of moral. That's what last class also I mentioned. On the law of moral it is, but in between the people, let us take the priests of that particular religion. They feel that belief or thinking is inferior to belief. Don't think, just believe. Blindly you have to believe it. You just have to follow it. Don't think yourself and don't think about the superior of yourself. So these are all the things that came. They cannot accept it. We have seen so many things also. You are the creator. That many of these medium people between you and that supreme self, they are not able to accept it because someone wants to have the control. These priests think that they wanted to lead the soul. They think that if you are thinking, you are leading away from the God. You are leading away from the God, but it is not. You may be leading away from that particular God that they are thinking. But the thing is, once you started thinking, you will think from where I come from, where I will go, what will happen after my death, what is happening, why some people are suffering, why some people. So lot of thinking will come. From that, the wisdom will come. From that, you will be able to do many good. So it is not that if you don't believe that God, and if you are drifting away from the God, so that is a one side or one particular maturity level, right? Where you will be there, you will be believing the God, you will follow under some certain rules, right, wrong, good, bad, real, unreal, all these things you will be having. But once you stop believing where I come from, why this is all happening, then the triune self will wake you up. That knower part will come. Okay, this person, this doer is not going the other. He is not blindly believing something and doing some 100 coconuts and doing that. It is not that, again they're saying it is not, it is a wrong. When you are doing that, they will give you the pleasures of current life, the physical pleasures, whenever you are doing. But one day, at one point, there are some souls where at that level, they will worship, they will get what they want, they will lead a happy life and go. That is a one kind of thing. It is not nothing wrong. But the thing is, once you started thinking about yourself, then the triune self will give you the answers. Once you started from where I come, what is my life goal, what is the purpose of my life, what am I doing, how many times I have to come, these are all the things that we are doing, right? So that theology may not give, but so some of the things, this theology or the religions may not be giving, but so you will get the revelations, like our Parsiva will get the revelations for 30 long years. So you will also get the revelations, and you will feel that, yes, this is right, and I want to do this. This is my life goal. You will get to understand that whenever you are thinking the thing. So disbelieving, some of the things that you are not believing is not wrong at all. Disbelief is not wrong at all. So it is not that you are not going away from the God. You may be going away from that external gods, but you are going to that supreme self that is there within you, the knower part within you. You are going that, a knower part will answer. So these gods will definitely, as I told you, they will give pleasant things when you worship for the current physical plane. They will definitely give you, they will help you to give. I'm not saying don't worship that, but if you are worshipping, they will do. But at the same time, they are not the supreme intelligence. You have to go to the supreme intelligence, which is already there within you. You have to go and you have to merge. Then only you'll be able to do it. So this personal God, you will feel that this is somebody else is a creator. But when you go to your knower side, you will say that you are the creator of your destiny. It's not that somebody is creating you, somebody is destroying you, or somebody is giving a lawmaker. That is not the thing. When you understand the triune self, you will understand that you yourself are the creator. You are understanding. So there is a something, there is stages, there is a qualities. Within that, you are able to get it. You understand that you are not immortal. You will come out of the thing that you are not immortal. You are immortal. There is a life. You are continuous. So you will come out of that ignorance. You will come out of that fear of human beings, right? Tomorrow I may die. What will happen to my kids? That fear, you will come out of it. Also, you'll come out of that ignorance that you are not the supreme self is there within you, and everybody it is there. So everyone is acting as per their life goal. So that understanding, so all these things will come out, and you will understand what you are thinking. This is what it is in the religions, the third topic. So I'll stop here for today. Any questions? Let me know.
Wonderful, wonderful. Really wonderful.
Hope you started understanding a bit now clearly, because he's going in a deeper and taking one topic at a time and explaining, right?
Yes, yes. It is. So friends, anybody wants to say anything?
Thank you, Prasanna. It was so good listening to you. Thanks again.
Thank you, Jyotsna.
You have nice flow also, like with all the examples, how you put together. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the hosts who are organizing, Sirisha and Deepika. Yeah, Deepika. Thank you.
So wonderful. For me, the takeaway is that when you said the beliefs what we have about the others thinking. So when we add our beliefs to that, then it is
Yes.
Full and manifest. So that is a big learning for me, because always I believe that, what are those things? Like we keep on adding. So this is a learning.
Exactly.
And then now about the religions, you said, when you drift away, it is not that we are not going towards, if you drift away, it's not going to affect, and it is only getting you closer to the inner part. That's the best thing. It is happening.
That's right.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was so wonderful. I think everybody is
Thank you, Prasanna garu. Given so many examples for the accidents are not it's unexpected and it's coincidence. So it's because of our thought forms. So it attracts.
It attracts, yes.
Yeah. So it's if it is destiny, it's different, but it's all the time we attracts. So that's so many examples are given. Not only that, and it's it's a religion. So worshipping. So what we are to your side, it's attracting to the senses side. So it kind of belief. So
Yes.
it's do your part. It attracts. I mean, it goes to the wisdom side.
It is a
Wisdom,
intelligence.
so intelligence side.
Intelligence side.
Yeah. So we get clarity.
Yes.
So you explained very well, and so many truths are revealed today. So through Percival, it's a wonderful book. Thank you so much, Prasanna ji. Thank you, Deepika ji.
Thank you.